welcome back to Dummy Tummy. This level is called Nirvana. The first thing you see is a shotgun. Do with that what you will.
Wow, yeah, that sucks, actually.
A bit.
That sucks real bad.
How long had he been dead by then?
Not long. But other than that, I like this level. I think this is a more controversial one.
I wonder why.
Yeah, I wonder why.
I didn't mean to make that connection. Like, some people like it, some people don't. I like it. I think it's simple. It's not too big. It's pretty fun. But it's also not the easiest level either. This part's pretty simple. Just got some revenants to fucking deal with, but there's some parts later that was just fuck off.
Yep, Chris and Dave, they want revenge.
Also, after checking real quick, this was September of that year.
Yikes.
It's very timely. It's aged well. It's evergreen.
This level is just a little kind of weird. It's just got some stuff going on. Like this. Like, you had to activate the stairs for some reason.
Look, everyone knows that you gotta get up to get down.
True. But then, like, half of these imps use the teleporter that bring you back to the bottom of the staircase. So you just gotta chase after him. But I won't. I'm a pacifist.
You're better than that.
Ow. You've toasted my buttocks.
Hold the lift for me, asshole.
You ever done that where someone's clearly coming for the elevator while the door's closing, but you just stare them in the eye and don't do anything?
I mean, I have slammed on the close elevator button before. I'm no fucking saint. I don't want to deal with that person.
God. I always remember there being more pain elementals in here than there actually are. What?
Just one. Just one.
I've given up.
Is it having a moment? Like...
He was having some trouble. When you shoot a lost soul, they lose momentum, but they don't tend to stop their attacks, so that can happen sometimes. I think that Megasphere is timed, too, so I think you have to have a certain time limit to get that one. I may be wrong, but I don't think I actually get it. Alright, so this level's pretty much in two halves. We just finished the first half. Here's the second half. It's this big fucking vat of goop with a few islands covered with enemies. And you get a special scream for that one. This part just kind of sucks because you have such little room to move around, and the only place where you have room to move around is a floor that hurts you. Luckily, there's a few hazmat suits to take care of any problems you have.
To keep your feet dry.
To hold you.
Oh, but then there's this fucking gaggle of chain gunners. I recently did a playthrough on Ultraviolence. This area gave me so much fucking trouble. Maybe it's a good thing I played on Hurt Me Plenty instead.
A group of chain gunners is a gang.
A chain gang?
Exactly.
Is that the joke?
Yeah, you got it. I'm proud of you.
I'm not proud of you.
Oh, I've done fucking worse puns. Recently, I received one of the greatest compliments I've ever gotten during something, which is, my friend said to me, "What you just said was so fucking stupid that I didn't know how to react."
Now that I'm proud of you for. Need the red key, which is over here. And press that button to lower this area where the gang was.
The gangle.
The gangle of chain gungers.
It just sounds gross.
That does sound gross. I don't think Nirvana has any secrets.
Good.
I think all the B-sides are out.
That was a fine enough level. Catacombs it's small, it's fun, I guess, but it's also really fucking hard. This is probably one of the harder levels in the game, especially on higher difficulties. On Hurt Me Plenty, it's doable, but on Ultraviolence and above, when you're just... You'll see. Once we go up that lift there in the corner, you'll see what I'm talking about.
I was gonna say, all I'm hearing are bad noises.
Yeah, there's plenty of those.
Anyone else in there?
That's a tall lift. Let's see where it takes us.
Ah, straight to hell.
Thanks, I hate it. There's a couple chain gunners, that's fine. There's some specters in the vat down there that block your shots. And Revenant right here, very small area to dodge his fireballs. There's just enemies on all corners here that you're gonna have to deal with. God, I remember this being worse. I'm sorry for bigging it up so much. I still maintain that, especially on Ultraviolence, this is probably one of the harder levels. Just because you have so little room to move around. It's kind of like the last area of Nirvana, but that's going to be the whole level.
I'm just glad that room had a giant N and an arrow pointing to where Neocortex is.
Oh, I see, yeah.
So you better collect all the crystals. And the gems.
He's a real villain of Doom, some fucking how.
If I were to guess who Satan was, it would be a tiny man with a giant head.
I love that, actually.
Hey, welcome to hell. What's going on here?
It's not what Cortex sounds like. That's what Satan sounds like.
All I ask is that he be voiced by Clancy Brown again.
We all wish that. What could be behind that Baron of Hell head? A Hell Knight, oh. Same head.
I'm a disappointing son.
I guess that kind of is what Hell Knights are. The gangrened disappointments of the family.
It's just they weren't born into nobility.
Nah. Just knighthood.
Yeah, you see, the Barons of Hell are actually the first son. And everything after is a disappointment.
So let's open up here. Hi guys. How's it going? You want to wake up?
No.
He needed a second.
Yeah, those two enemies they're essentially blind. I don't think they're triggered by sight at all. They're only triggered when you walk past that door. It's really weird. Seems to be more of an oversight. So I thought I got all the secrets, but we've already been in here, but this little area that you lower to get here from a separate way is its own secret. So I forgot that at first.
Okay.
But that's all the secrets for real. Let's get out of here. Yeah, that wasn't so bad. It is harder on higher difficulties, though. Now, this next level, a very infamous level itself for a couple of reasons. First of all, it's got an interesting gimmick. Barrels of fun indeed.
And funnels of bears.
There's a mancubus that appears right behind us. But the main reason I remember it is because of its song. It is just a 100% MIDI ripoff of Them Bones by Alice in Chains. It even has the chorus.
Yeah, it's not exactly subtle. Like, I recognized it for once.
Yeah.
I was like, why is this familiar? And then you said the name. I'm like, oh my god, you're right. That's what it was.
We just gotta scream, ah, every now and again, and we'll have it.
There was a local radio station that eventually got bought out by a fucking Christian rock station. That would play that fucking song all the goddamn time.
That's why they bought it, so they'd stop.
Also, Zombie by the Cranberries came up a lot on that one.
Not too dissimilar, I guess. I don't think Them Bones is a protest song.
No, it sure isn't. And that same station also super late at night would just play a bunch of like obscure local stuff, and it was fucking great.
You know, aside from its gimmick, this level is actually just genuinely pretty fun. Like, the barrels themselves they kind of bookend the level. There's a lot of them at the beginning and a lot of them at the end. But the rest of it's just a pretty good level itself. With all these fucking pinkies. However, this episode, Jacob, what the fuck are you doing? Let's see what the hell I'm going on about here. I see a chain gunner down there. I want to take him out. Pistols are pretty accurate, because you only shoot him once. I'm trying to pistol this guy from so far away. But he's just chipping away at my health. I don't know what I was thinking here. Like, is there any health over here? Not really. But I do know there's a secret directly to the right that has a megasphere in it. But I also know there's an archvile out there. I don't want to get hurt by it. Did it! Oh! And that concludes this episode of Jacob, what the fuck are you doing? Let's get back to where I know what I'm doing. Kind of.
I'm glad you decided to save ammo. It really panned out for you.
Yeah. I heard the archvile, like, shriek a little bit. I think that the chain gunner actually shot him. Fuck. This level just gives me trouble, and it's all my fault.
So you give yourself trouble.
Yeah, I can't blame the barrels of fun.
It gives you just enough rope to hang yourself.
That's a way to put it.
Yeah.
Oh god, another one. Bad idea.
He's really intent on showing you his junk.
Daddy!
Now I just want like a sprite of an archvile with a trench coat, and when he goes to do his thing, he just opens it up.
With how moddable Doom is, I'm sure that's possible, if not already done. Please fire your all-powerful gun, Jacob. Thank you. Take the right. We're back here. It's okay. This center area kind of branches out to a couple different paths.
I like those like background high and low noises that sound like a hearing test.
Alright, so this area is pretty fun. Oh, well, that was a Spider Mastermind cry. Time to take out the Spider Mastermind, Slayer. Oh god, it comes with babies. Well,
So many babies.
oh, that was easy.
Does the Mastermind take more damage from the BFG, or is it just the BFG does that much damage?
The BFG just does that much damage. It's just that they tried to balance out the Spider Mastermind by having her do more consistent damage with her hit scan attack, but have less health as an offset than like the Cyber Demon. But they just made her really easy to kill with the most powerful weapon in the game.
Yeah, it's also important to remember that because of the way the BFG traces out its shot, if you rub up against something and hit it with it, you do full damage, and it's insane.
Yeah, essentially, if an enemy is right within, like, entirely encapsulates the cone of the BFG's damage, it's going to do a lot.
It sounds like a fucking hearing test.
Be careful in there. That could end your shit.
Lane Staley had barrels of fun.
Sure did. I like that level. It's a little gimmicky, But it is indeed barrels of fun. Now the chasm,
Is a hole of fun.
it not to most people.
Don't talk about the fun hole.
A lot of people hate this level. I think it's fine. Bye. Don't forget to write. I like this level. It's got some shit near the end that people really remember about it. And yeah, that kind of sucks, but I think the rest of the level holds up just fine. Just don't fall. Hear that, dumbasses? Just don't fall.
Just don't die. It's very simple.
Yeah. It's my number one fucking rule of any video game. Just don't die.
Don't get hit. Just don't get hit.
Don't get cancer, dumbass.
Yeah, have you ever tried that?
I tried cancer for a week. I hated it.
Yeah. Just took it back to the store.
Luckily, the store had a very robust return policy.
Yeah, this cancer's broken. It made me really fatigued. When I heard that it increased my number of cells, I was pretty excited.
And well, I got arrested.
So if you step on that bit over there, that raises up an area down below so you can be safe if you fall, I believe. But still, be very careful. This is why people don't like this level. It is full of really narrow pathways like this, which can make it a pain in the ass, but I never had any trouble with it.
Ah, yes, it's not a problem because I don't have trouble.
Those looked less like cacodemons and more like spider mines crawling along the ground.
Spider mines. I like it. Give cacodemons some feet, damn it.
Ugh.
God, no. Okay, but they're like people feet and they have no legs.
It's like Rayman or something.
No, there's no like invisible limbs. No, the feet are attached to the cacodemon.
Like Kirby.
Okay.
Exactly.
I'd be in favor of that. As long as they're hyper realistic.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're super detailed people feet though.
Jesus. Spasming over here. Come back.
Okay, but what if the cacodemon also had like people hands attached to it?
On its forehead.
Don't ask me why. It's a story that doesn't need explaining. But I remember one time I photoshopped some hands with no arms and a pair of loafers onto Donald Trump's head.
What?
It was supposed to look like, actually there were 4 hands. It was supposed to look like a graveler.
It needs no explanation, so you explain it anyway.
Oh no, there's more to it. It's not
okay.
worth it. That's how it looks, but the reason I made it, like, who cares?
No, don't explain it. It's better this way.
One day I had a dream.
It was a very unfortunate dream. Whereas me, the last dream I had was just a vivid dream of eating a fucking peach. That's it.
That's great.
Torpin the Vivid Peach.
Are you like me, where all of your dreams are very, like, feasible and normal, but just slightly odd?
So, it's also great because I don't get nightmares.
Yeah, neither do I. But, like, my dreams they're not like, oh, I turned blue, grew 70 arms, and then, like, played guitar with all of them while yodeling the alphabet backwards. Mine are more like, I had a dream I was Tom Bergeron's neighbor. I don't know. That's about the extent of how weird my dreams get.
So, like, I sometimes get cool ones. I also get really mundane ones, like me just literally spending my day the way I normally would. Which is deeply weird to wake up from. The really fun ones are I don't get nightmares, but I do get dreams where I've a couple times, actually like 3 or 4 times at this point, where I have met someone and lived out literal years, even decades of my life with them. So it's really fun waking up with an incredibly deep sense of loss.
Oh. That's awful.
I love waking up in tears, it's wonderful. Brains are fucking stupid.
I just dreamed that I'm back in college, but I don't recognize the college.
Yeah, it's... how should I put it? It's like the one episode of Invader Zim where, like, Dib has a long, fulfilling life, and at the very end, Zim appears, because he finally got the one tiny piece of information he wanted, rubs it in Dib's face, and Dib wakes up incredibly defeated. Just completely fucking dead inside.
As fun as this conversation is, look at this fucking nonsense you have to deal with.
This is that dream in real life.
It's not that bad, you said. Oh, I don't have any problem with this level, you said.
I still don't. But I understand why this pisses people off, because it is so precise. And with me, I'm surprised I don't have as much trouble, because during this whole LP, I had it on where if you move the mouse forward, you move forward as well. I couldn't figure out how to turn that off until recently, but luckily it hardly ever caused me any trouble, including here. Fart! Okay, we're good.
I'm surprised I didn't fumble at my fat fucking fingers, Jacob says.
So this, the pot that this, the pillar that this invincibility sphere is on is the secret itself, but I kind of overshot it a little bit. Get me up, please. Very useful. There's hardly any enemies here normally. Oh, except for these guys. Ah, yes, lost souls that can very much push you off of these ledges.
Man, now just imagine if you played this level on ultraviolence.
Ugh, I did recently. Actually, I think I accidentally stopped because I accidentally, like, saved over my file or something, and I haven't gone back since.
Woo! Just reminds me of how I was lucky enough to get off the Kingdom Hearts train in 2, because my fucking memory card corrupted itself, and I'm like, I'm fucking done. Later, losers.
Welcome to why I will never play Chronicles of the Sword in Soul Calibur 3. That is a consistent problem with that mode in that game that everyone has.
I also lost my fucking Dark Cloud 2 save, which sucked.
Oof. I imagine that game's long, too.
It is long. It's also very fucking good. I highly recommend it.
They're coming. Oh lord, they coming.
Oh lord, they're coming.
Just play this video at 2 times speed. You'll get the idea of what that looks like in a nightmare difficulty. I don't want to deal with those ledges anymore. Oh well.
They're not that bad, you say.
Or not.
I don't have any problem with them, you say.
I don't. But you know what? If I keep acting like they're not a problem, everyone's gonna be like, Jacob, the chasm fucking sucks. Just admit it. I'm trying to appease everyone here.
I see.
I'm a chasm defender. That's my political stance.
You're trying to have your chasm mediated too.
That's not a secret. I'm not going to bother with those health bars and that backpack. I don't need it. Oh, hi. So in this room, the ledges just continuously get smaller the farther you go down them. Oh, and this one is a massive troll. One of these teleporters takes you to... Let's watch him fight first.
Look at them keys.
Ah, the death was censored. Fuck off. This red teleporter takes you back there, which we've definitely been to. The white teleporter takes you to progress. I hate that teleporter so much.
Takes you to Star Trek.
Yeah, this is a weird room, isn't it?
This is the real hell.
Everyone says that hell is red, but it's really we're trying to make it blue.
That was Otto from The Simpsons, who is the devil.
Okay. Okay, sure.
The devil could be whoever he wants. Today he wants to be Otto.
Hey, God, dude.
Got anybody you don't like?
I'll hit him with my bus.
You could have just said it was the Ninth Circle of Hell, but no. I appreciate that.
So in case you haven't noticed by the fact that we've spent half this episode off topic, these levels are starting to get more nondescript near the end. The last stretch of levels in Doom 2 is really good, but I can't say there's anything particularly special about them. They're just fun, in, like, obvious ways, or in the chasm spot, fun to Jacob and no one else.
They're also fun to Jacob.
Yeah.
Be careful.
These are some fat platforms so far, but they're getting thinner.
It's good old fat forms.
Ugh. And you know what the worst part is? As soon as you make it to the end, this happens.
Dun dun dun.
Okay, but I do like the image of the Doom guy just like tiptoeing across this tiny walkway.
Let's get out of here.
Just 1 foot in front of the other.
Flapping hard, panicking.
That was the chasm. I like it. You probably don't, statistically, but I like it. Yeah, we are in the final stretch of the game. We've only got a handful of levels to go before we reach the end.
I was just surprised to see that you recorded this back in November.
Oh my god, I did?
According to the save.
Fuck. I'm gonna cry at time now. We have to finish Doom 1 first. I recorded like all of Doom 1 and 2 like in one big stretch.
Got really excited.
Yeah, I was Doom Eternal had just gotten delayed, so I was in super Doom mode.
And now it's eternally Doom.
Forever.
We're all eternally doomed.
Well, yeah.